Hey, what's up everyone? Paul from Grindhouse Funhouse, and in this video I will share with you my Kino Lorber Shocktober 2020 sale haul. Same as I did with my Arrow video Shocktober sale haul video. The difference is I'm not calling it a Shocktober sale video because it feels a bit late, releasing it at the beginning of December like I'm doing right now. But also I'm featuring not one but 3 Blu-ray boutique labels at once. Kino Lorber, Scorpion Releasing, and Code Red. Most of what I buy now through Kino Lorber sales are Scorpion Releasing and Code Red titles. It's just much cheaper this way than buying them through, say, Run on Flicks or Diabolic DVD. For us Canadians anyway, you lucky Americans always have free shipping that comes with those sales. I am very much envious of that. And now with Bill Olsen of Code Red, brother of Walt Olsen, owner of Scorpion Releasing, has been having health issues for the last few years, much like Walt. Bill has started out to license old Code Red titles to Kino Lorber that we will see more of in upcoming Kino Lorber sale, which I'm very happy about, especially the titles I missed out on when they came out, or the ones that are selling for stupid money on the internets, so my wallet will be very grateful. Kino basically has a sale every month or two. Right now it's the Winter Wonderland Sale happening, and the prices varies from like $5.99 to $12.49, so go check out kinolorber.com or check out their dedicated Blu-ray forum where you'll get all the news of their sales there. Alright, so let's start out with the Kino Lorber titles. I only picked 4. 2 of them I was super happy about when they announced their release on the same day back in January. One was so cheap that I decided to pick it up. And first up, this blind buy with Cannibal Apocalypse, aka Invasion of the Flesh Hunters, aka Cannibals in the Streets. Came out in 1980. It's starring the late great John Saxon and directed by Antonio Margheriti. It's a mix of post-Vietnam trauma and flesh eaters roaming the streets of Atlanta, biting people, turning them into cannibals. I mean, what more do you want? It looks gory as hell, but I'm sure it also brings along the cheese. It had the privilege of being on the UK's Video Nasties list back in 1982. I'm not into cannibal movies. It's not been part of the selection of Grindhouse movies I've watched, but for this one, I want to give it a shot, especially for John Saxon, if nothing else. So I will review it and get back to you. The special features on this, right here, are a new audio commentary by film historian Tim Lucas, Cannibal Apocalypse Redux, a documentary. There's an interview with Tony King, and there's a video tour of the filming locations. So that I will certainly watch because I do appreciate those. So there you go, Cannibal Apocalypse. All right, up next is the blue that was cheaply priced that I said, what the hell, I'm gonna snatch it up. And it is Firebirds, which came out in 1990, starring Nicolas Cage, Tommy Lee Jones, and Sean Young. It's about elite Apache helicopter pilots tasked with destroying powerful armed drug cartels operating in South America. Clearly made to cash in off Top Gun's success, you know, helicopters instead of fighter jets. I'm sure they took their sweet time coming up with that concept. I do remember watching this as a kid, and now I'm wondering if we're getting some blend Cage performance out of it, or does he rage Cage once in a while? Guess I'll find out. The only special features on this is an audio commentary by director David Green. So there you go, Firebirds. Up next were the 2 titles I was excited about and are upgrades to the DVDs I've owned for years and years. It is Michael J. Fox in The Secret of My Success, which came out in 1987, directed by Herbert Ross. It also stars Alan Slater, Richard Jordan, Margaret Wheaton, who plays the aunt who tries to get freaky with Michael J. Fox's character in the movie. It's about a kid from Kansas, freshly graduated from college, trying to make it big in the business world, climbing the corporate ladder, starting out in the mailroom and also masquerading as an executive, living that double life. Mistaken Identities movies were the best back then, and we had so many it became its own subgenre. I've seen it quite a few times and I cannot wait to see it again. A new transfer from an old master, so it's not 2K or 4K, so I don't know how good it'll look, but I guess I'll find out. Special features-wise, what do we get? We get an audio commentary by entertainment journalist and author Brian Reisman, and a new interview with co-star Ellen Slater. So there you go. And finally from Kino, the one I'm most excited about to rewatch for the 1000th time, it's Michael J. Fox again in The Hard Way, which came out in 1991, directed by John Badham, starring James Woods, Stephen Lang, playing the very creepy villain Party Crasher. We have the Goose, Luis Guzman playing Wood's partner, Annabella Sciorra playing Wood's girlfriend, a young Christina Ricci playing her daughter, LL Cool J in his first movie as a cop, Delroy Lindo playing the police captain to James Woods' character. It's a hell of a cast. It's basically a riff on Fox's fame and career, playing a popular movie star who wants to change his nice guy image. So he wants to follow a cop on the job as research for his next movie. The chemistry between Fox and James Woods, obviously playing the cop, is great. I love angry and irritated James Woods, just funny as hell. Shame what happened to him now, but we still have his movies from back then. This movie is just an all-around delight. I watch it every year, and now for my next viewing, I'll get to hear a new commentary with director John Badham and producer and second unit director Rob Cohen, and went on to follow this movie with directing 1993's Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, and a small budget movie you might have heard of, The Fast and Furious. That's right. It's him we gotta blame it for. So yeah, I can't wait to hear what they have to say about their Hard Way experience. And that is it for the Kino Lorber Blues I bought. One last thing I want to say about these Kino releases, and I've talked about this before, but look at these boring spines. It just feels so uninspired and bland, this sans serif font, when most other Blu-ray boutique labels out there will use the titles from the poster artwork on their spines. It just looks so much better in my movie libraries. It pops more. It's just like the bare minimum a Blu-ray boutique label can do. Am I crazy to think like this? It's not talked about that much when it comes to Kino Lorber, and yes, obviously it's about the movie on the discs, but you know what? Presentation counts for something. I'm sure a lot of your blind buys was because of the poster artwork on the front cover. That's happened to me a lot. In fact, there's a Blu-ray coming up that was exactly that. And I feel like the spines should reflect that as well. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Even if you think I'm being picky and being too precious about it, and you think this first world problem should be a non-issue, I'll still respond. I'm just curious to see what you think. Anyway, on to Scorpion releasing titles. I got 7 in all. It's a mix of blaxploitation, 80s action movie, and some horror of the Italian and American slasher kind. I got Trick Baby, a 1972 blaxploitation movie from Larry Yost, starring Keel Martin and Mel Stewart. It's about two Philly con men trying to evade gangsters they've conned and cops who are trying to put them in jail. This early blaxploitation film is known for being based on the book by Iceberg Slim, probably one of the most well-known pimp in the game back in the day. Ice-T and Snoop Dogg are big fans. His book, the movie is based on, is about his personal experiences of being a pimp, and provides an insider look into the pimp game. It's been a while since I added a blaxploitation title to my collection. Can't wait to check it out and possibly review it. Special features on this are Street Life, the making of Trick Baby, and there's the trailer. There's also the original artwork, which I'm going to switch to after this, right here. So yeah, there you go. That was Trick Baby. All right, up next is the title I was telling you about earlier, where most people would potentially blind buy this because of the poster artwork. And it is Omega Syndrome, which is a 1987 actioner from New World Pictures, starring Ken Wall, Doug McClure, and a young Nicole Eggert playing Ken Wall's daughter, who's been kidnapped by white supremacists. One of them played by Xander Berkeley. We also get Cole Meany, pre-Star Trek The Next Generation, playing a bomb maker for the supremacists, and Ken Wall's character calls on one of his ex-army buddies from Vietnam, of course, to help him track them down and get his daughter back. This was long on my list of only on VHS titles I wanted to get until Scorpion released it back in January. I watched it this week, and it's a middle-of-the-road, out of the New World Picture factory line action movie. Sort of lame action, incompetent cops. Why did they have to be white supremacists? I have no idea. It really doesn't affect anything else in the movie. They could have been random gang members kidnapping his daughter and it would have made a difference. Man, I wish we had gotten anything remotely close to what they are conveying in the poster, because that ain't it right here. Special feature-wise, we get a brand new 2K scan and a trailer. So yeah, that's it. Up next is a Stand Your Ground movie, and God knows we got a lot of those in the 80s. It is Stand Alone, which came out in 1985 from, you guessed it, New World Pictures, starring Charles Durning, sexy Pam Grier, and equally sexy James Keach. It's about a World War II vet who's pushed to the limit when gang members and drug dealers take over his neighborhood. Charles Durning was an actual decorated World War II veteran. The man appeared in more than 200 movies, TV series, and plays. Dude is a legendary character actor. I don't know how many movies he actually was the star of, but this one is certainly one of them. This is right in my wheelhouse of 80s action movies, the Vigilante movie, this one being in the Vigilante versus Street Gang subgenre. The Annihilators, another 1985 movie from New World Pictures, is a prime example of that, which I did a review of back in June, if you want to check it out. Also, we're getting some Pam Grier in this. Oh yeah, I cannot wait to watch this one. They went all out for the special features. A brand new 2019 HD master. Again, not a 2K or 4K, old school HD master, and a reversible cover, which I'll show you right now. I believe this was the VHS cover back in the day. So yeah, there you go. Stand Alone. Up next is another A Man Takes Matter into His Own Hands movie from New World Pictures, and it is Death Before Dishonor, which came out in '87 and directed by Terry Leonard, which is his only movie credit as a director. His bread and butter was as a stunt performer and coordinator for more than 50 years. How about that? Starring 70s football player Fred Dwyer playing a gunnery sergeant who's in charge of the Marine Security Guard detachment at the United States Embassy in the Middle East. When terrorists attacks the compound, taking hostages, he becomes a one-man Marine Corps in an attempt to rescue the hostages and kill the terrorists. It also stars Joanna Pacula and Paul Winfield. The score is by Brian May. Yes, that Brian May from Wham! No, I'm kidding. It's he's the Queen's guitarist, obviously. Special feature-wise, what do we have? We have an interview with Terry Leonard and producer Lawrence Kubik, and an interview with actress Casey Walker. So yeah, there you go, Death Before Dishonor. Another New World Pictures release, this is Raw Courage. It was written and produced by its star Ronnie Cox, best remembered as the main villain in RoboCop and Total Recall, but also as the lieutenant Eddie Murphy's character has to deal with in Beverly Hills Cop. It came out in '85, also starred Hart Indole and M. Emmett Walsh. It's about three long-distance runners of different age groups deciding to run through the New Mexico desert for a charity run. Everything seems to be going great until the trio encounters a bunch of wannabe military crazies. From then on, the three runners must fight to survive no matter how dangerous things get. So basically, it's a most dangerous game type of movie, which I really dig. M. Emmett Walsh is another one of those amazing character actors that's been in the business forever. He plays the leader of the renegade group and apparently chews up the scenery like nobody's business in this. There's also the dad from Boy Meets World, who also stars in this and plays a huge asshole. Special features on this. Let's see, special features. We got a new interview with Ronnie Cox and a brand new 2K master that was done for this. Ronin Flix had an exclusive version of this Blu-ray with a slipcover back in 2018. What I have here is the standard edition, released a year later, and it is Murder Rock, some Italian horror from Lucio Fulci that came out in 1984. starring Ray Lovelock, which I've only seen in Politeoteschi's movie, so that should be a nice change of pace. Olga Karlatos and Goreta Goreta. It's about a prestigious New York ballet school owner who teams up with a male model to solve a series of bizarre murders of students attending said school. It is a blind buy for me, as I'm trying to spruce up my collection with Italian cinema that is not Politeoteschi's. From what I've read, it's some lesser Fulci, described as a slash dance, 70s style giallo dropped right into 1984. That sounds pretty rad to me. Special features on this, we have an audio commentary with film historian Troy Haworth, a new interview with Goreta Goreta, and a new interview with makeup artist Franco Cassini, and with audio excerpts from Lucio Fulci. So there you go. And the last Scorpion Releasing Blu-ray I got is another Rolling Flicks exclusive from 2018, which I didn't have, and I got the standard edition instead. It is The House on Sorority Row, which is a 1982 slasher movie from Mark Rosman, starring Catherine McNeil and Eileen Davidson. It's about an innocent prank that goes horribly wrong. A group of sorority sisters are stalked and murdered one by one in their sorority house while throwing a party to celebrate their graduation. It's an early 80s slasher that I've yet to see. From what I've read, it's definitely in the top tier of 80s slasher movies. I'm thinking of doing a double bill with The Initiation right here, which is another sorority-based slasher from 1984, which I bought the Arrow Video Blu-ray a few years back, but I have yet to watch, so I think this would make a great double bill. Special features we got. It's a new scan, isolated music track, new interviews with most of the main cast and the director, and also an audio commentary with the director. So there you go, The House on Sorority Row. And look at these beautiful spines. Isn't it much better? Come on now. All right, I'm letting this go. And finally, these last two pickups, obviously Code Red titles. One is a Lamberto Bava joint. And then we have some more New World pictures with Toy Soldiers, which is not to be confused with this Toy Soldiers, starring Sean Astin, a favorite from 1991, although weirdly has a same-ish kind of plot. But this Toy Soldiers right here came out in 1984. And it stars Jason Miller, Cleveland Little, Tim Robbins in his film debut. It's about a group of students yachting off the coast of Central America. They are captured and are held hostage by a rebel death squad. One of the students makes a daring escape and enrolls friends to be trained by a retired US Marine to become an impromptu special ops force and go back to rescue them. Wackiness ensues. I'm getting a teenagers versus terrorists Red Dawn meets Rambo vibe from this, only in the 80s, my friends. This is the latest release as of right now from Code Red that came out in September. As you can see right here, not numbered. What's that about? This is really quite rare that this happened, and what drives a lot of people's OCD off the chart. The only special features on this, and that's one, and it is the trailer, and that is no special feature. So there you go for Toy Soldiers. And the last Blu-ray from this great haul, it is Devil Fish, aka Monster Shark, from Lamberto Bava, Italian aquatic horror that came out in 1984. It's about a small Florida town that comes under attack by a half shark, half octopus hybrid that eats people. So basically another Italian knockoff of Jaws, made on the cheap. Mystery Science Theater 3000 did a whole episode on it, so I just know it's a winner. The only special feature we get on this is an audio commentary with star Michael Supkick. So there you go, Devil Fish, aka Monster Shark. And that is it. Look at this beautiful, beautiful stack. That is it for my Kino Lorber Scorpion Releasing Code Red November 2020 Blu-ray haul. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram, Reddit, and on Facebook. In the comment section below, let me know if you took part of this year's Kino Shocktober sale and what did you get. More videos coming soon, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and I'll say to you, ciao bye for now.